Hi, family. Well, today I'm going to start off with a little joke which have taught me a lot in life because it's things that we do. Okay, so you know when I started getting involved in church and all that, and you start learning the Bible and the way you learn, but you learn little bit of things at a time, and you don't realize that a lot of times it's almost like a commercial. You got to look at the small print. So then we talk about how God forgive us all the time, to ask for forgiveness. So you think that you could do what you want to do and ask for forgiveness because you know He's going to forgive you? Do you really believe we serve a soft God? That God is just going to let us do what we want to do and be with the devil when we want to be and be with Him when we want to be? Because read the Bible. It tells you He's a very jealous God. So I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. And so with me, when I started reading the Bible and all that, and I always felt there's no wrong I could do, right? Because God is going to forgive me. So, and I made a joke out of it. Sometimes I used to be in the job and somebody give me a hard time. And sometimes they even ask me, you know, what kind of Christian are you? You see, because that's people's thought, right? That you're a Christian, so you for game. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't defend yourself, you can't. That ain't the way it is. Besides, that's another thing God tells you. Forgive. Don't get revenge. The revenge is mine, right? So then, sometimes I used to tell people, you know, and this is real talk. I used to tell people, yeah, don't make me smack you because God's gonna forgive me either way. Do we really believe that that's the way it is? Absolutely not. God forgive us. There's certain situations that we do things not intentionally and we sin. Will He forgive us? Yes, He will forgive us. You see, the thing is that people feel that the only sins are like the Ten Commandments. There's a lot of sins in life, you know? And the thing with that is that if you're doing things intentionally, you're gonna have to see Him. You're gonna have to answer to God. Our God is non-tolerant. He is so forgiving. But then there's something else, right? He's not fair, He's just. You see, family, stop doing what you know is wrong, thinking and feeling God is going to forgive me. You see, I believe this. I believe will He forgive you in the long run? God will forgive you. But the reality of it, as I also feel, you're going to have to go through trials and tribulations. You just can't do what you want to do. You either with God or you're with the devil, but you can't be with both. You see, and I'm telling you this, and just because I tell you I'm with God does not mean that I'm not a sinner. Absolutely not. We fall short to God. Family, I'm sure I mentioned this a lot, and I'm going to keep mentioning it because, like I said yesterday, I want to just plant that seed. And what I always say is, right, do the right thing. He got you. And it's hard. to do the right thing. I think I mentioned in one of the videos a long time ago, I talked about my PO. You could get in trouble doing the right thing. And I get it. But God just say, do the right thing. I got you. Family, don't think it's that easy. Don't think you could play with the Lord. Don't think you could get fast on him or nothing like that. Everything that we do, he already knew we was going to do it. So there's nothing you could do that you think you could lie to him. Family, he knows, and he also mentions how the devil's going to always tempt you. He's going to do it because that's what he does. Fight it off to the best of your ability. I got a thing where I feel something's going wrong and I just say, Jesus. So far, it's worked for me. Again, when I say things work for me and everything like that, don't mean I'm living a perfect life. I'm living a better life. I'm not where I used to be, but I'm not where I should be. Family, just stick to God, and you're going to be all right. And it's just a reminder, don't feel like you could do what you want and sin just because you choose to. When you lie, you don't lie to nobody but yourself. Family, Real Talk with Victor. I love you guys. I don't know about tomorrow. I'll be in church all day and in the prison ministry. So God bless you guys. And I'll talk to you on Sunday. God bless.